Overwhelming, isn't it? With over hundreds of games on the Xbox Game subscription service, it's kind of hard to decide what you should be playing or what you should be avoiding. So, I've made it a goal of mine to play every single Game Pass game on the subscription service to see if it's deemed slop or you should give it a shot. Hi, my name is Jesse, and welcome to my very first episode of my new series I've created, Slop or Give It a Shot, where I play every single Game Pass game and see if it's worth your time. During my playthroughs, I will be playing the game and giving some descriptions on what I think about the game while I'm playing it. And since I'm going to be playing every single Game Pass game, there's going to be a lot of games that I've never even noticed or heard of. So we're going to be experiencing it together. So come along on this journey with me and experience the world of Xbox Game Pass. Now, to set a few ground rules for myself, I'm going to be playing 1 hour of each game that I'm playing, and in that time frame, if it has not caught my attention, it's most likely going to be deemed slop, and I'll move on to the next game. And in that 1 hour, if it does catch my attention, I might be coming back to that game later on just to play it on my own free time. And to make things fair, I'm not going to be choosing the games myself. I'm going to be using the feature that Xbox Game Pass provides, which is the Surprise Me button. So, hopefully, it doesn't steer me wrong. Now lastly, before we get started, be sure to hit that like button if you enjoy this video. And if you want to stick around to see more videos like this in the future, hit that subscribe button and come along on this journey with me. Now without further delay, let's get into the very first episode of Xbox Game Pass, Total Slop, or Give It a Shot. It's putting me to the test right off the bat. Let's get into it. Well, that's a great start to the series. Xbox is really putting me to the test on this one. Plants vs. Zombies was made back in 2009 by a company called PopCap Seattle and was ultimately acquired by EA, which made it into the franchise that it is today, and which was then brought over to Xbox 360 Arcade back in 2010. Now, what can I say about Plants vs. Zombies other than it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it is a game that definitely shows its age. During the hour that I played the game, it was very slow in the beginning, meant to help you grasp the mechanics of the game on new plants that you can use to fight the zombies. There's your basic green plant that shoots little pellets, pea pods, I guess, at the zombies, and then there's these sunflowers which you need to use to help you grow more plants because you use these sun energy that helps you grow the plants faster, I guess. I was introduced to multiple different plants that I could grow, but I really saw myself only using 2 or 3 at most. And after each round that you do, you unlock a new plant that you can plant. And I still only saw myself really using those 2 in the hour that I played. It was fun. Like, I enjoyed having the zombies come and defending my garden. And it's very slow, so it's just hard to get into the game and get past this tutorial section in this hour. Eventually, after you're doing a few rounds, you get introduced to this guy, Crazy Dave, out of nowhere. I thought this was a game about Plants vs. Zombies. I didn't know a guy was going to come in, but he introduces you to this other little mini game that threw me for a loop because I thought this was a tower defense game, but it was a nice change of pace having this new game mode to play. But this new game mode lasted so long. I was bored like halfway through it because it kept going, which is a bowling mini game. So I'm sitting there, they give me these walnuts to throw at the zombies and they bounce off and ricochet off everybody, but it just went on way too long, in my opinion. It just seemed to drag out. They do introduce a lot of zombies. I'm sure there's a lot more than what I saw, but in the hour that I played, I experienced a zombie with a traffic cone on his head. And he's just your generic zombie, but he just takes more hits to take out because you got to knock the traffic cone off. And then they introduce a zombie that has a vaulting stick, and he can actually jump over your front row plants, which does make things interesting, because if you're not planning for that, he can get to your house, I guess is what we're defending. So there is a lawnmower in the front of your house, and that actually makes it so if zombies do get past you and you aren't really paying attention, which is kind of hard in the very beginning, they will actually shoot forward and kill the zombies in that whole row. But I didn't really experience it that much because it's very easy in the beginning. Then they have a bucket zombie, which is just a zombie with a bucket on his head. So it seems like a lot of the zombies just have different hats that make them stronger. He just takes a lot of hits, and he was really difficult. So if you do not have a lot of pea shooters shooting at him at once, you're going to get eaten through. There was a point where I was just done, and I was like wondering when this time was going to be over. But then it started getting a little harder, and it was actually entertaining, because I had so many plants planted that they were all just shooting, and a lot of zombies were coming, and it was actually entertaining to watch that happen. It was aesthetically pleasing. I'm assuming that's what the premise of the game is. I didn't get that far into the game, so I didn't get to experience a lot of that intense moment of zombie hordes coming in. But it was entertaining the 1-2 times I had it. And then you get to a point where you finish a wave, and then a zombie drops a note, and it's talking about how we're going to come attack you, we're going to bring a big wave, blah, blah, blah. And the very next round, there's a big wave of zombies going to be coming. But you don't actually have to grow plants on this next wave. They give you a bunch of cards that are on this like overhead thing that keeps spawning, and it's a random selection of cards. And then you just get hit, and you have to make sure you place all these, I keep wanting to say Pikmin because I've been playing a lot of Pikmin. You keep wanting to place these plants. And during this time of the wave of zombies coming, I got a glimpse of what this game actually could be if you progress through all this tutorial and actually invest the time into playing it, which it is very fun. Now, playing this game in the year 2026, when it originally came out in 2009, is a drastic difference of what game development has grown into. It is a fun game. I enjoyed it, but I can't enjoy it enough to continue playing past the hour. So I will not be going back into this game, and I will be deeming it a slop game, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Do you enjoy Plants vs. Zombies? Did you not even know this game was on the Game Pass subscription service? Does this game look like a type of game that you would want to play? I would love to hear your guys' opinion down in the comment below, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of Total Slop, or Give It a Shot. Bye-bye.